Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. It's Kimmi. Well, good morning. I'm loving these morning chats that we're doing. They are working for me. Are they working for you? So listen, today I'm back with another Notary Street update. Just some frank talk. What's going on out there? What happened to me yesterday? You know, I'm a real working notary, so I have real stories. So y'all ain't gonna believe what happened yesterday. You just are not gonna believe it. I always got a few tips in there for you too. So learn from me. So good morning. Welcome to those who will listen to the replay. Welcome to those who will listen to the podcast, etc., etc. So let's get into it. Okay. I guess we should let YouTube notify a few of you that I'm live, right? But you can go back and watch it. So let's get started. Anyway, so let me tell y'all what happened yesterday. So I had a job. This particular client is a repeat. It's not the first time I've dealt with them. They're not the ones hiring me because I'm the notary. So remember, I'm being hired third party. Hey, Douglas. Terry, what is up? How are ya? How you doing? So, and thank you for the well wishes. I hope you guys be safe and enjoy your families too during this time. So listen. Okay, so I had this job. Yeah, like I said, the notary is always hired third party. So a lot of times we do not get the respect that we deserve. I'll be honest with you. Or sometimes you will find, and I'm just going to say it because it's true, employees of companies are jealous when we come waltzing in there with our smile, waltzing in there with our bag, and they kind of looking like, who do you think you are? They're working 9 to 5, whatever they're doing in their position. And I'm hired simply as a notary to facilitate the transaction between that person and whoever hired me. So they're jealous. And that's just real talk. Last week, the same person that I'm talking about, I'm going to tell you the story about what she did this week. Hey, Notary fam, it's Kimmi. I am here to let you know, just in case you have not heard about the Notary Business Coaching Success Program. We meet weekly. We talk about your notarial duties, how to do an acknowledgement, how to do a jurat, how to administer an oath, everything you've been asking for. And guess what else is included? Unlimited access to all of my trainings that will also include ink fingerprinting, trust/estate documents. Learn how to properly execute a trust. Don't forget, we also have the private community, like-minded notaries who have been trained by me. Check out my book that I've written for each state, How to Start Your Notary Business in Alabama, California. You get the point. Wherever you're located, there's a book for your state. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon over in training. Notary Educators, LLC. We got you covered. Bye. Last week, the same thing happened. She was ugly. So that day we had left, where were we coming from? Because we were dressed up. I think Jeff and I had did some, went to a hospital signing or something. And he was dressed up. I was dressed up. And I was looking kind of cute. I had on this cream jacket that I got from Costco's for $12.88. I think it was $12.88. But anyway, I got this white cream sweater, like kind of heavy jacket, kind of fleece looking. So I had on all cream. I had my cream flower, and I was looking kind of cute, if I must say so myself. And I guess she thought so too. And she just was not very nice to us at all. She wasn't even very nice to the client. I think because they were young, and I believe she had some other issues. I'm just going to say that, okay? So anyway, she was not making our job easy as the notary. And this happens a lot. Sometimes you will get in front of attorneys, and because they're used to being like the head honcho in the room, And then you come in and it's like, well, who you think you are? You know, so unfortunately you will encounter some of that. I don't think I've ever really spoken about that before. And I've been doing this for 4 years. I've never spoken about the jealousy factor that some people will get, that like, who do you think you are with you? And that's all it is just plain old fashioned jealousy, because they figure, oh, well, she's doing this and I'm doing that. And again, kind of that mentality, like, who do you think you are? So that's how she was with us last week. So yesterday we go to this job. Again, I'm hired third party. I don't have no dog in this fight, like Jeff like to say. I'm coming in to help your client, okay? Something y'all messed up as the notary. And she gave us a hard time. So what did she do yesterday? Instead of her coming out to sign the paper after we did, it was an inspection. After we completed our inspection, she doesn't come out to sign the paper. She has her teammate come out and sign it. So her teammate waltzes over and she comes over with her little self. She was really nice in her, you know, full disclaimer, transparency. The teammate was super nice. Super nice. That's how it usually is. The people in the, we'll say the higher position don't know how to act, but then the other person know how to act. Okay, let's just say that. So the teammate, she was super nice. She came over, she greeted us, etc., etc. She did the part that the other person was supposed to do. So most of the other part that the other person was supposed to do or normally does, I didn't care who does that because it's not important. But when it comes to signing that document, that's important. You cannot sign for somebody else. So the teammate just casually signs her name, the manager's name. And I said, oh, I'll just say this name. Oh, is your name Sue also? She was like, no, I'm signing for her. I always do that. Oh, you do? Not today. I just told you I was a notary. But that didn't mean anything to her. Hey, Portia, how are you? Good morning to you. I'm glad you made it too also. Yeah, so that didn't mean anything to the young lady because she probably don't even know what a notary is, quite frankly. But the point is, you cannot sign for somebody else. Don't let people bully you. And I had to tell her, no, you cannot. So what I had to do was scratch through the document, the signature that the young lady did for her manager, scratch through that. I had her go and get the manager, and the manager already had a bad attitude. So her excuse was, well, I'm not feeling that well. I didn't want to get anyone sick. No. The client also felt, this client I had yesterday and another client I had last week, they all said the same thing about her. Now, this is a very, very popular business here in Atlanta. So I know for sure, that they don't know how people are acting in their office. Even when I asked a young lady to make some copies, this is a different person. Now, this is a third person at this dealership. She's looking like, I'm sitting there like, can you make us a set of copies, please? One for the client and one for you. She's looking like, so she had an old-fashioned copier. I thought she was going to be able to take the stack of papers and put it in the top and let it go, you know. Oh, no, she had to do page by page. So fortunately, it was like 6 or 7 pages. So since the manager was trifling, I'm going to go ahead and say it. She was trifling and wouldn't come out and even see what she needed. I didn't even leave her a copy yesterday. It wasn't my job to leave her a copy. She didn't ask for a copy. Typically, I do leave her a copy. But you know what? And the printer, like I said, the lady could only do 1 page at a time. I said, give me a copy for my client. Because now we're that's our mutual client. The client of them and the client of me, right? Because I'm the notary. I said, just give me 1 copy. So I gave my client a copy and I was like, forget her. Now, was that the most professional thing to do? Maybe not. And even when I was leaving out, I said, I'm going to go back to being professional. So I went to tell a lady, I said, okay, bye. And thank you. And she wouldn't even turn her head, guys. She's so ignorant. You know, to me, it's past not being professional. Now we're at a point where we're ignorant. You're a fully grown, older lady, okay? If not older than me, at least we're probably equal in age. And that's how you act in your business. Poor representation. She don't own the company, so she don't care. I own my company, so I care how I interact with my clients. So even though she's acting stupid, I have to overcompensate for her. Yeah. I have to overcompensate for her. And I do that all the time. That's just my nature. I can be with people and they don't know how to act for whatever reason, and I have to overcompensate. Hey, how are ya? I've had that at just about every job I've ever been at. I have friends like that, you know. So that's nothing new for me. So the client was like, oh, thank you for your service. And I still, because I almost didn't want to leave my client a review, because you could see in my face, I was not feeling the person there. The person there wasn't feeling me. Okay. And it just was trifling. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. So I said all that to some tips that you could take away from this is, one, even though the person that you're going to see, you're third party typically you're hired to go do something as the notary. Don't let that other person rob you of your joy. Just don't. You always have to say something. This person a message. Hold on. Okay. People always want to call right in my live. So anyway, that was not a client. So I'll call her back. So anyway, it's just like, don't let somebody rob you of your joy. You stay professional, because at the end of the day, you're representing your business. They're representing that business, and that's their problem. And the company that I'm referring to, this particular signing, they already were at odds with the client. So my client, our mutual client, was already at odds with the other person. So, hey, they already know what they're dealing with. They already know what kind of cycle they're dealing with. So would they buy something else from them? Probably not. So again, that's not my problem. I want them to do business with me, so I'm going to be the professional. And again, people are jealous of us, honey. You don't get it twisted. You walk in there with your business card, and again, I'm rolling my little thing, and I'm making noise, and click, 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 and they like, and you got my back up a little bit more because I'm being professional, So that's her problem. That's her problem. It's not my problem. But I wanted to remind you again, do not let somebody else sign a document for someone. And again, she was being straight up rude. So don't do that. And I had to let her. So how did we handle the error? Because she already signed the document, the teammate did for the manager. I crossed through it, and I had the manager to initially, when she came out, then I had to draw another line on the bottom for her to sign her name. So she could print her name. She printed her name. I didn't mind that. Technically, the lady should print her name too. The manager should have printed her own name and signed her name. I didn't mind the print part because whatever. But the signature, no. So I was going to ask y'all too. I got one more little story that happened yesterday. Do y'all drink smoothies and take care of your health? I'm trying to do better at it. I had lost some weight. I gained about 15 of it back. I hate to say it, but it's facts. This has been a crazy year for me. And I had lost more than I had ever lost this year. So, the reason I'm mentioning your health is because this smoothie here has green apple, spinach, strawberries, banana, and I just use water. And ginger. I grind my own ginger. Like boil it and then put it in the blender. The reason I mention that, though, I feel like Wendy Williams up here drinking my smoothie. But the reason I mention that is because, like, when you're a notary, this is something else I don't talk about a lot. Let me get some of your comments. Hold on. Let me get some of your comments, and I'm gonna go to my second point I wanted to share today. Terry says, doing good. I have a partial estate planning today. Yes, get it, Terry. Next time, slip her a note with your card and let her know that she can do the same being a mobile notary. Love y'all and appreciate you. I could do that. Girl, I don't even want to train her. No. Nah, I don't even. And as a matter of fact, I don't even tell people about my other business that I'm a notary trainer. Most of the time. Sometimes people ask me, well, actually, I'll say 90% of my interactions, they're asking me, they're like, hey, how do you do this? Is this all you do? You do this full time? So I get that quite a bit. And then I'll go ahead and tell them about it. But I don't typically be like, I'm a notary trainer. I do, I'm a notary educator, It's not that complicated. No, I don't do that. But I do get recognized. Like I mentioned earlier, like last week, I was recognized by someone when I was at Panda. But that person said, I don't want to be out there going to people's houses and doing all that. So that's what I was going to tell you about why I'm big on trying to take care of your health in just a second. How it's related to the notary business. This one, good morning. Yeah, some crazy stuff be happening. Sandy is cracking us talking about trifling, crazy, wild. Get them together. I know. All right. Good ingredients. Thank you. Hey, Douglas. I'm gonna sign up. Okay, cool. We'll be looking for you. And probably talking about the mentorship. So I'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I want to tell you about one more thing too. So when you are making contacts out there with people, if it's somewhere that you go frequently, because I have one client that again, it's third party. I'm hired to go out, and I have to often find out who is the manager of the location. It puts a little responsibility on me as a notary. So as you're making contacts, if you're constantly going to the same place, write those contact names down. So that's what I started doing recently. So I have, like I said, about 2 or 3 places that I go frequently, and I had not been doing that. I should have been. But I just didn't really realize I was going to get that much business from these particular companies. So now I actually write down who my contact is. I put a contact in my phone. I got a lot of contacts. I got over almost 2,000 contacts. Because I save a contact for everything and everybody. I was telling y'all the other day how I save my Zelle contacts in case somebody want to make a payment. I could pull up my QR reader and show them that. So anyway, now this is just a tip though. If you're constantly going to the same place and working with the same people, create a contact in your phone so you could walk in there and say good morning. Like I have one receptionist at one place. When I call there and I cannot get who I need to speak to on the phone, the receptionist is always nice. So tomorrow, actually, no, today is Wednesday. I'm going to this location on Friday. When I go on Friday, I'm actually take her a gift card. She says she likes Chick-fil-A coffee. But I said instead of that, I'll just take her Chick-fil-A gift card. And I'm going to take one to the actual manager that I'm working with over there. Just a $5 card. It is not going to be that much, but it's just something to say thank you. It's not because I have to do that, but they've been very nice to me several times. And I just want to show my appreciation. You know, I don't have to do that again. Some people may say, you don't have to take gifts, you'll go broke, Hey, all that's wrong, okay? When it comes to marketing my business, I get to market mine the way you want to. You get to market yours the way you want to. And when someone is super kind to me, there is no other way for me to express my appreciation for them. There's not. And what's wrong with buying somebody a $5 cup of coffee? I don't see anything wrong with it. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Because I'm hearing more of that. You shouldn't have to buy cookies and you shouldn't have to buy donuts. I'm not saying you should bribe people, and I'm not. It's just a way of showing, hey, I appreciate you. So this receptionist that I'm referring to right now, she'll get up from her desk. She'll go walk back what I need to the person in the back. I'm going to take a sip of this smoothie. She'll get up and go in the back and find the manager that I'm looking for. So I appreciate that. So I'm going to take her a $5 gift card tomorrow. I'm going to take him one. I was thinking about taking donuts for everybody, but at this particular location, it's really 2 people that I work with. And I got another location. I think the next time I go there, I might take them some donuts or something. I don't know. Because the lady where I'm going Friday, she's at the front desk and the other guy's in the back of the office. So that's why I'm going to do both of them. So anyway. That's what I'm going to do. If you have any questions, guys, go ahead while I'm here. I don't mind answering some questions for you. So those were my 2 main tips I wanted to leave with you today. Don't let somebody sign for somebody else. Actually, it's more than 2. Don't let nobody bully you. You take control of the signing and get done what you have to get done, etc., okay? And I wanted to show you, for those of you who may be new here, there is the Start Your Notary Business book. Now, this one just happens to be for Virginia, but each state has their own book. I just happen to be wearing orange, and this is orange. I didn't plan that. But this is for Virginia, so check it out. But each state, Alabama, California, Georgia, each state has their own book. So check that out at notaryeducatorsllc.com. And then we also have the pricing book. If you don't know how to price your services, you won't have no business. So you need to learn how to price your services correctly. And this whole book talks about that. They're all quick reads. In the pricing book, I actually go over too how to deal with signing companies, how to negotiate, how to counter offer. What if they don't pay you? What to do in that instance? So I cover quite a few things in that. The mentor program, let me go over that really quick. So the mentor program, again, for those of you who may be new, feel free to drop your questions again. The mentor program is $47 per month. It includes access to all of our trainings, the apostille training, Notarize Like a Pro, the loan signing, wedding officiant, remote online notary introduction. I mean, you name it, we got you covered. And I'm actually finishing up my marketing course, which is coming out soon. It will be also included in the mentorship program. The mentorship program also includes weekly live sessions, sometimes more than twice a week. So like the next week, we're going to do like a planning for 2025. So that week we'll have 2 sessions. If you can make it, fine. If not, everything is available by replay. What else with the, you get a private chat in case you're stuck on an assignment or you have questions while you're studying the material. So we're very accessible. It's myself, Angela, and Alexis, and Jeffrey. Jeffrey's more a tech person, but he is a notary / signing agent too. So he's able to answer questions. And then we also came out with something that we're bringing back due to popular demand. So you guys speak, y'all, and we listen. So that's why it is good to speak up. And so we base our business on what you need. So we've had people say, you know what, Kimmi, I don't want to do mentorship. I just want to buy my course at a reasonable price. I want to own my course, and that's that. Guess what? It's back. We got 60% off. Coupon code is WIN2025. You can buy your course if you don't want mentorship, and you can buy your course and you own it forever. Because that's the other thing. Some people are like, well, I don't like the mentorship because I want to own the course. Well, guess what? The courses are 60% off. Coupon code is WIN, WIN 2025, because we're going to be winning in 2025. And now you can buy your course again. So, and you could always buy them before, but they were, priced a little higher. So now the coupon codes are back. And again, it is WIN 2025. And it's 60% off all the courses. Angela and I have not spoken as of yet to add her course to the discount, the apostille and the wedding officiant. It may be coming, so you can just double check that. But at the time of this recording, all of Alexis's trainings and my trainings are 60% off using coupon code WIN2025. Okay. Let me get some of your questions and feel free to keep dropping them. Let's go back to Sandy says good ingredients on the smoothie. Douglas says you're going to sign up. We'll be looking for you. Do they incorporate, they do it in the corporate world? Yes, Sandy. What are you referring to? Because, girl, we've been talking about a lot of stuff. So what do they do? Michael says, but whatever it is, yeah, I'm sure they do. Michael says, maybe not related to the topic of the moment, but after reviewing the max pay that notaries can charge from Secretary of State, I wonder how do we leverage that to make a full-time income out of this? Michael, that's why you need to be in my training, and that's why you need to know this pricing book. Right here. Pricing your notary services. Let's talk about the money. It's not that complicated. You're correct. If you just read what your Secretary of State handbook says and you don't understand it, then you will not make money. You won't, because you don't know how to price your services. You don't know how to make it a business. Some people will argue, well, the notary business, it was never supposed to be a business. That's the most foolish thing I ever heard in my life. That is the most foolish thing I heard in my life. Michael, hang out with me because I want you to hear this. I'm going to come back to the rest of these questions too. I've heard people say that you should not charge as a notary. Excuse me? Can you not go down to McDonald's? I said this yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. You can get in your car and drive down to McDonald's and pick up your own food. But nowadays, what happens? I can call somebody. I ain't even got to call. I can text them. I ain't got to talk to nobody. Bring me a Big Mac, a cheeseburger, a McNuggets, etc., to my house. And I pay for that. You pay for that. Your groceries. You can get in your car and you can go down there and pick up your groceries at Publix, Walmart, Kroger, right? But you pay for that service. I am offering a service as a notary. Now, my Secretary of State, for example, in the state of Georgia says I can only charge $2. Does this outfit look like it was only $2? I am exaggerating, but no, I'm really not though. The state of Georgia says $2. It really does. Okay. But my point is, I don't even charge the $2. My notarizations are free. Okay. I have about maybe 10, 15 videos on this channel alone about pricing. Okay. My notarizations are free. I don't even charge for that. But how do I make my money? I make my money the same way Uber makes their money, the same way, what's the other one that delivers your groceries? Well, Amazon Prime, how they make their money fresh when they bring out your groceries, the fees. Instacart, that's how I make my money on travel. I am the Uber of notaries, okay? Instacart, thank you. I am the Uber of notaries. So I make my money traveling to them. I make my money when they come to me because it's a convenience fee. Why is it a convenience fee? Now, each state is different as to what you can call it, what it is. Some people take issue with that. I don't care about all these other people taking issue with anything. If they don't know how to price their services, that is not my problem. If they don't know how to run an effective notary business, that is not my problem. That's why you are here, for me to help you. So it's kind of like I always tell people, I don't get in Facebook groups arguing with people. They're like, well, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that and you shouldn't charge this and how dare you do that. I don't have those kind of discussions with people. If you want to know how to charge, if you want to know how to run a business, if you want to know how to make your notary business successful, then you are in the right place. But I do not get in other groups. I don't go on Clubhouse. If you notice, you don't never hear my name in no stuff. You do not hear my name because I don't do that. If you want knowledge, I can help you. But I don't argue with other YouTubers. I may mention some of what they say sometimes because I'm just like, we got to stop the madness right here. We're going to stop the stupidity, you know. I hate to say stupidity, but it's just like, you know what? You telling other people the notary business is dead, but you still running your business. That makes zero sense to me. And that's why I have to say something. It's kind of like, woo, I cannot not say something, you know, when I hear something that's just like crazy. Sometimes I just let stuff go. I'm like, okay, why she say that? Why he say that? But then I'm like, I cannot hold it no more. I have to say something. So when I hear people make comments like, you shouldn't charge for notary services, you're a public servant. Oh, really? Oh, really? Let me tell Georgia Power I'm a public servant and see how far that get with paying my electric bill. Or my light bill. I mean, my electric, light, gas, et cetera, et cetera. Let me tell, I got Xfinity Mobile. Let me tell Xfinity Mobile, hey, you know what? I'm a public servant, so I don't have your money this month. Can you do something with that? Excuse me? I'm a public servant, but I'm offering a service, a valuable service, because I even know what I'm doing. How about that? If you notice, if you are a notary signing agent, how the pages of instructions are becoming longer and longer. I got certain companies I don't even work with no more because they send out 15 pages of instructions. I ain't even get to the signing yet. But why do they have to send out 15 pages? Because notaries don't know what they're doing. They don't. They don't know. So if you don't have a good foundation, and I say this from 4 years ago to I say it today, you don't have no business doing business if you don't know what you're doing. Because your package is going to get rejected. You are going to get blackballed. You are on the radar. Nowadays, there's so many notaries in the sense that, yeah, they jacking up stuff. There's a few of them out there, you know. It could be a lot of them, but they all messing up stuff. So then you got to call people who actually know what they're doing. So that's why the fees are low. You know, we get that all the time. When you can't make no money as a notary, the fees are too low. Why are the fees low? Because they got to pay 5 notaries to go out there and get it right. You don't want to be that notary. You don't. So I take issue when somebody tell you it's too late for you to start your business, but yet they're still running their business. I'm still running a business, right? Does that math? So we got 2 people that's still actively running their businesses, but we're telling you, not we, they're telling you, hey, it's too late for you. It's saturated. Teach yourself. Figure it out. That's stupid. Who tells somebody that? Go figure it out. Now, you may have a few people, you even have parents that say that. I've heard parents say that because it takes time to teach people. See, that's where I excel. I'm blessed. I'm so grateful. Okay. It's not natural. Well, it is natural because I love explaining. I love talking, but it's easier to tell someone, go figure it out, right? Versus to actually teach them how to do it. And you have parents like that. There are some parents that instead of sitting talking with their child and reasoning with them and all that extra conversation, go figure it out. And life is hard. And then the kids make mistakes and they don't have nobody to help them. You know, I didn't grow up like that. My parents talked a lot. They talked a lot, which I'm grateful for, but they did. I talk too, so it's natural. And they didn't hinder us from talking. They did not. We were raised where we can have an opinion. So I guess that's why I'm kind of opinionated. I try to put a lot of sugar on it, so sometimes too much, and people take advantage of that. They think I'm slow or just too sweet, or oh, Kimmy's so nice. I am nice, but I know when to not be, okay? So, and people take your kindness for weakness, unfortunately. Let's get y'all comments. So, let's see. Let's go back a little bit. Gift cards are nice. So, to answer your question, you need to know how to play the game. I've been using this example for the last year almost. Everybody was mad at Trump because he paid $750 in taxes. I always say, don't hate the player, hate the game. You got to know the game. Anyway, whatever you do out there is never going to be crystal clear. The tax law is so many pages. How big is it? For those that are watching. Okay. Tax law is huge. They don't want you to know. You got to hire. Last year, I had to hire 3 tax professionals. 3. Because each one had to tell me something different. 3. My point in saying that is knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. So how do you want to get the knowledge? How do you want to get it? You want to get it easy, or you want to go look for it? It's up to you. I didn't mind researching because I had time. If you got time to look up everything and try to figure it out, do that. If you want the express, no frills, no fluff, NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. That's all I can say. Sandy says gift cards are nice. I think so too. Michael says, as a new notary, can you start off as a Ron? I don't recommend it, Michael. I don't, because you need to know how to be a great notary before you can be a remote online notary. That's what a lot of people think. Well, I'll get my commission and I'll just sit at home and take calls. Nope. You need to get out there. You need to do the work. Boot camp is what I call it. Get out there and go to nursing homes. Get out there and go to hospitals. Get out there and go to the public and learn how to do that part. And then you can sit at your home in your pajamas doing your notarization. But you got to know the business. There's no workaround. Even in mentorship, we're going to go there right quick. Even in mentorship, sometimes people sign up. And this is why I didn't have a mentorship program for a very long time. I'm going to be very, very, very candid right now. When people say mentorship, when I first started this business, and even now, they get it twisted. That's why I'm very clear what you're signing up for. The description is very clear, okay? Mentorship does not mean, I'm going to call you and ask Kimmi what type of ID can I accept. That's what mentorship meant when I first started this business. And it still is like that now. But I've always been crystal clear. That's why I didn't offer mentorship. I've been doing this thing for 4 years as a business here on YouTube. I did not offer mentorship. People say, I'll pay you this. I don't want your money. People say, I got a question for you. I'll shoot you a Cash App. You ain't going to shoot me a Cash App. I don't want your Cash App. I want you to have knowledge. So I have never taken a Cash App from anybody, okay? Ever. To answer a question. I will answer your question, but then your next thing is you're gonna be taking my Notarize Like a Pro class, my online self-paced, whatever you want to do, but you need to know this business. Okay? You cannot just get out there and fake it till you make it. You cannot. So in order to be a good Ron notary, remote online notary, for those who are new, you must be a great regular notary. And for me, that means getting out there in the woods, in the trees, on the ground. Sometimes I've been out there notarizing on the ground because I don't have no table, or the conditions might be wet, whatever. You got to get out there and do that. And then you can come back over here and be a great remote online notary. There's no workaround. That's where I was going with that too, a mentorship. So people will come join the mentorship program. We've had people say, well, I got an apostille coming up tomorrow. Let me join Kimmi's mentor program. I can't teach you how to do an apostille, nor can Angela in the chat. We're not even going to call you and try to teach you how to do an apostille in a 5-minute phone call. It's not possible. You need to know ahead of time. That's why stay ready so you don't have to get ready. We got people right now in the mentorship sometimes. They have not taken training. I know if you studied the training programs, I'll give you over 13, 14 courses that you need to study. No, you have to, right? And if you want to be successful, I already know if you have did it. I already know. Did you study such and such? Nope. Go back and watch that. I cannot train you how to be a notary in one phone call. I just cannot. Nobody can. I cannot. I won't even act like it. I ain't getting my blood pressure raised up. Okay? I ain't getting no more grades up in there. You got to do the work. Now, once you do the work, we can have a conversation. We have a point of reference. So that's why I did not do mentorship forever. Forever. And then I came up with the program. I said, you know what? For those who don't know how the mentorship came about, finally, because people were like, oh my God, you finally have a mentorship program. They were so excited, right? And they still are. It's going amazing. It really is. I'm excited about it too. But anyway, so when people would ask me to do the mentorship, I'm like, no. Because I already knew what that meant. I'm trying to run my own notary business too. So I don't have time to run your business and my business. I could assist you, but I don't have time to actually tell you what kind of ID you can take. I don't have time to tell you if you can notarize for a minor. I don't have time to tell you if you can do a certified copy. No, that's stuff you need to know basics as a notary, right? Okay. So I've offered my courses, all of my trainings for just like, I think it was $39.99. Just my trainings. So I told my husband, I said, you know what? I need a live piece to this. I really want to be able to talk to the people and help them. I could commit to 1 day a week. Okay. And a chat line. That's what I ended up coming up with. So first it was just the courses only. Then I added the live 1 day a week and a chat line feature. Okay. Then Angela and Alexis, I talked to them and brought them on board. So now all of their courses, the apostille training, the wedding officiant, loan signing training, and Google My Business also were added. And I actually added a remote online notary introduction course too. So you got everything you need, literally A to Z, $47 a month, access to me, Angela, and Alexis, plus Jeffrey. He does our tech support. Okay, so if you can't and you're not willing to invest that into yourself, I don't know how else to help you. I really don't. Now, as I mentioned earlier in this video, now for those who don't want mentorship, and that's cool, everybody don't want all that, you can go back and start buying the courses individually. They're 60% off. Coupon code is WIN2025. Okay, so you have options. We always want to make sure you have options. All right, but my whole point in that little spiel right there was, even with mentorship, I have the expectation, and it's already set. You will watch the programs, the videos, then we can get in there and help you. And we got people doing amazing things. I can tell who did the courses and who did not, as I was saying earlier. If you put in my group chat, or if you put in a Facebook group, what goes on this line, and it's the notary signature, you need training. If you don't know what a venue is, you need training. If you don't know how to change the venue, you need training. If you have a client standing in front of you and you're in Alabama, they're coming from California, and you tell them, oops, sorry, you got to go back to California, I'm an Alabama notary, you need training. There's no other way around that. I talk about the facts. What I talk about is not sexy. I always say that. It's not. It's not sexy. It's not sexy. Sexy is you can make $100,000 a year. I make $10,000 a month. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to Dubai. I drive a Benzo. That's sexy. I don't do sexy. I do practicality, and then the rest of it will come. Because if you don't know how to stamp a paper, I'm going to say it for the people in the back 3 times. Oh, look at all these dogs. Oh my God, Jeffrey. Get. It's like a pack of dogs just came in my front yard, y'all. Y'all know I'm terrified. Y'all know I am terrified. But if you don't know how to stamp no paper, you don't know how to stamp the paper. I'm going to say it in correct English. If you don't know how to stamp no paper, you have no business. You got to know how to stamp. You got to know how to stamp. And most people shy away from that because it's too much work. They'll say, well, each state is different. You need to know your state. They don't want to be bothered with it because it's more work. But I already know you ain't going to be successful just knowing how to market. No, you have to know how to do the work. All right, let me get the rest of these questions. I'm going to get out of here. So I'm sorry. You took me on a tangent there, Michael. Beverly says, no, new Rotary, love your orange. Oh, new notary. Hey, welcome, Beverly. And thank you, girl. I know I was feeling this orange myself. I actually wore it a couple weeks ago. I had a ponytail. So today I'm all in the natural here. But thank you. I appreciate it. And welcome. What state are you in, Beverly? And again, my training is nationwide because, as I just stated earlier, if your document comes from a different state, you need to know how to process it. So all that, it's got to be state specific. I have got to have training from somebody in Alabama. I have got to have training from somebody in Georgia. No. Are some things different? Yes. Excuse me, but the majority of it is, if you're a doctor, you're a doctor. Now, are there specialties to being a doctor? Yeah, but am I not going to use this doctor because he trained on the feet and I'm somewhere and I need some help, right? So if you're a notary, you're a notary. You need to know how to process anything, even a piece of toilet paper. If you've not watched the video, it's here on the channel. Hey, Lori W. What's up? What's up? Lori's in the mentorship. Sandy says the gift cards. Oh, yeah. Corporate do gift cards all the time. That's true. Lori W says, can notaries accept tips? We did a whole video on that on this channel one Monday night, Lori. So I'm going to give you my answer and then you have your answer, okay? As a business owner and per your state. If your state handbook flat out say you cannot accept a tip, then you cannot accept a tip. And my business, I accept tips all day long. I even have a tip screen when they go to pay. Do I show it to every single person? I do not. I typically show my tip screen, like, for example, if I undercharge somebody or if I was trying to be super nice and then I realized, oh, you told me you had 2 documents, but you really have 5, but you were so sweet, I went ahead and did it, and I could tell you could pay more, just when people got money and when they don't. So I'll show them the tip screen. I'll let them hit that. I do not accept tips from loan signing jobs because I've been hired third party. I have accepted a gift card. Someone gave me like a Chick-fil-A gift card. We've been given like food before. So I'll accept something like that, pastries, candy, something like that from loan signing assignments. But I never accept money from a loan signing. General notary work and loan signing is 2 different things. Even though I'm going there representing my business, I don't take tips from loan signing companies. But we have a whole video that we did on this channel about accepting tips. I hope that helps you. Now, somebody else might say, I don't take tips under any circumstance. Don't. I don't see nothing wrong with it, though. It's no different than any other service provider. And again, I don't show the tip screen when I'm using Square to every single client. I base it on, like I said, typically, how did the other factors, did I underprice it? Did I underprice the services, or did something strange happen? Did it run longer than I thought it should run? That's another time I'll charge more too. Okay. Lori W says, say it, Kimmi. Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine. Jasmine's in mentorship. How are you, Jasmine? You have no business doing business. Yes. Very good. Beverly says, Michigan. Hey, that's my home state. Go Blue. So Lori W says, thanks. You're welcome. So any other questions, guys, before I get out of here? I know I've stayed a minute, but I didn't mind. I do have I think I gotta, it's 11 o'clock. Yeah. These early mornings are working for me. Are they working for you? Just let me know really quick. Because I said I might just start doing this before I go out. Because sometime at night, I'm tired. Y'all tired. So this right now, everybody's saying kind of fresh and engaged. I'm liking this. I might just do these morning pop-ups. Yeah. There's a guy I listen to called David Shands. He calls his the morning meetup. So I might be like the notary pop-up, notary morning pop-up. I like that. I'm actually in Georgia, Beverly. I'm in Georgia. I teach all 50 states nationwide. I don't know when you joined this live, but as I stated earlier, your documents come from all over the world. Okay? All over the world. So you need to know how to notarize. You just need to know how to do your job. And it's not going to be state specific. It's not. My documents come from all over. Michael says, I just happened to run into it. How do we get the schedule? Everything is at notaryeducatorsllc.com on the front page. Yep, check it out right quick. Oh, for my lives? Oh, for my lives? I don't have a schedule, Michael. I know I need to be more organized. That is not being a good YouTuber. I should really send out. Get on the email list, though, at Notary Educators LLC is one way. When I go live in the evening, I typically we'll put that there. And I would love to say, see me every day at 10 o'clock, but I actually am working, so I can't commit to a certain time. So I usually just do it when I can. But make sure you click the notification button here on YouTube. Everybody that's watching, if you have not subscribed, go back and watch the other videos that I have, and then click the notification button, and YouTube should let you know. Sorry about that. Sounds good. You're welcome, Lori. Yeah. What do you think about taking tips really quick, Lori? What's your thoughts really quick? And any other questions before we start wrapping up? We got about 2 minutes before we wrap up. Any other questions? And what's your thoughts on the tip thing, Lori? I'm just curious. Or anybody else right quick. What's your thoughts on the tip thing? So, yeah. So we have a good time in mentorship. And again, I'm about slow cook Sunday dinners around here. I don't sell popcorn, microwave dreams. I just don't. Beverly says, just found you. Look at your oath videos. Other videos. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm glad you made it live. Yeah. Do a little more homework when you feel comfortable. Start with the book, or, you can always join mentorship. Whatever you prefer. You can buy the individual courses, whatever that can get you in our atmosphere and get you going. Lori W says, I think it's okay if you know you did the service and people want to show their appreciation. Yeah. I mean, it's really just that simple. Again, and somebody else in their business plan might be like, nope, I don't want to tip. I'm not doing it. And you don't have to. You really don't. Terry been with us from day one. Terry, thank you. Love you too, girl. You be safe these holidays out there. Enjoy the fam. Where do I find your book? Yep. Notary Educators LLC is the third little block under the book collection. You'll see it. Or if you do the little hamburger, the 3 things on the side, the book collection. So you get the book for your state, and then also the pricing book, the specialty general notary book. A lot of people like to have the books on hand. So totally up to you, however you want to connect. Well, I am going to head out, guys, because I do have a 12 o'clock. But I'll probably be back again tomorrow morning. I just love this morning thing. I'm telling you, you guys are so engaging. All right, Terry says, I take them whatever they want to give. It's a blessing. I know that's right. I'm taking all my blessings. I don't leave nothing on the table. All right, guys. Well, until next time, on behalf of Notary Educators, LLC.com, and Notary Life with Kimmi, as the educator over here, the head educator, number one, I'm going to say bye, guys. It's always a pleasure, okay? Oh, you're welcome, Beverly. See you guys. Bye, Lori. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm so used to being on at nighttime. All right, Sandy. Peace out. Bye, guys. Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.